On your screen is a Delhi pervert. Look at him closely. He made obscene comments at a woman in Delhi's Tilak Nagar around 8 p.m. last evening. When the victim told him that she would click a photograph of this pervert on your screen, he even posed for it. It's time to name and shame these perverts. Join the Times Now campaign. Fight back, India. Samya is now joining us on the phone line. Samya, just look at the complete lack of fear of the law. I mean, here you have somebody actually posing after, making obscene comments at a woman. That is the level of lawlessness in the national capital. What can you share with us?
Basically, I spoke to the girl some time back and she told me her ordeal. She told me that the audacity of this man was definitely shocking, that despite repeated warning that she's going to take the picture of this man and of his bike and report it as a complaint with the police, it only emboldened him further to act and pose for the camera. And he also threatened her in a manner to say that you can do whatever you want to, go ahead and file a complaint, but then you would be definitely threatened with dire consequences. But what really disturbed the girl wasn't just the audacity of this man to behave in such a brazen manner, but it was also the onlookers, because it was a red light as a traffic stop where there were many people who were witness to this entire episode that unfolded yesterday.
Yes.
But what really disturbed her was that nobody really stepped forward to help her in any manner or to intervene in any manner, or at least ask this man to behave himself. That was something that she says was most hurt about, and that definitely give her more confidence to go ahead and file an official complaint at the Tilak Nagar police station.
Right.
And she is not taking it lying down. She is a 20-year-old college student, but she's definitely taking it up with the police and the cops and had filed an FIR. She will be getting the copy of the FIR shortly.
Right. So two shocking aspects in this incident. One, the way he threatens the victim that do whatever you want, you will have to face the music for it. And secondly, the onlookers who once again, in fact, puts us to shame that nobody came to her rescue. Jasleen Kaur, who in fact faced this incident, we are calling her a braveheart this morning because she really showed tremendous amount of courage when faced with this kind of an incident. Jasleen, thanks for joining us here on Times Now. First of all, recount to us what exactly happened to you.
Okay, so I was crossing the road on this police at the Tilak Nagar Chowk, and this person was crossing the signal. So I told him that, I was about to get hurt. I was standing right in front of his bike. So I told him, "Bhaiya, red signal hai." So, and then he started abusing me because probably his male ego got hurt. I don't know what happened. He started telling me, "Tumhe to rules ka pata nahi hai." And then he told me, "Chal tujhe Janakpuri tak chhod deta hu." And he made a lot of obscene remarks.
Okay.
So I wasn't comfortable with it, and I was really furious. So I took his picture and I told him that I'll file a complaint against you. And when I did that, this guy has the audacity to tell me that complaint karke to dikhao, fir dekhna main kya karta hu. So he threatened me further. Then I called up the PCR, and it was raining, so they arrived after half an hour. I waited there at Agarwal Tilak Nagar, and they took my complaint, but they didn't give me my FIR copy. I asked them if I could click a picture of the complaint, but they told me, "No, it's okay. You'll have to come to the police station and collect the FIR copy tomorrow."
Right. So literally, Jasleen, what you're telling us is that you faced this entire thing completely on your own. There was nobody around you who came to your support. Did the police at least give you some assurance? Were they supportive? And what about the onlookers? Didn't anyone at all come to help you in this situation?
Yeah, so I noted down the vehicle number of the person. I have given it to the police. They have assured me that they'll at least trace the address, which they very easily can. It's not a very big task for the police to track the address.
Yes, absolutely.
If they have the vehicle number. And secondly, what was rather more appalling to me than his obscene remarks was that it was a red traffic signal. So there were around 25 to 30 people who heard those comments. And in fact, there were two other boys who supported him in that. They started laughing and they made a game out of it. So it was really appalling that had it been their relative or their friend or their girlfriend, would they have behaved in the same way? I'm
Yes.
not so sure about that.
Yes, Jaslyn, you have shown tremendous courage. I mean, the way you faced up to this man, the way you did not get intimidated even by his threats, that is commendable. In fact, we at times now, we are running this campaign of Fight Back India. We are running this campaign to name and shame perverts. And you have, in fact, emboldened our campaign by bringing up this incident. But in the larger picture, as somebody who lives in Delhi, do you face this often? What gave you this courage to fight back?
Hello?
Yes, Jaslyn, I wanted to know that as somebody who lives in Delhi, do you face this often, and what gave you the courage to fight back?
Yes, of course, I've faced this often, to be very honest, and every time when it happened, usually the person used to run away, and I couldn't get hold of the person. But today, since I stood yesterday, I stood right in front of his vehicle and I took a picture of his vehicle. The fact that I had reached that, there's a point when you reach that saturation point that no, I won't be able to take in anymore. I being a woman or being a girl, I'm not a degenerated race of humans. I deserve as much respect as anyone else.
Yes.
So no, I wasn't okay with it. So I decided to take a stand to stand up for myself and do something about it. In fact, because I feel that eve teasing is as heinous a crime as any other serious crime, and it is as traumatizing for the victim. So yes, it's not a matter of ये तो रोज होता है. No, ये रोज नहीं होना चाहिए. That's the message I want to give to all the girls who are probably listening to me right now.
Yes, in fact, you are an inspiration to many of those women, because usually in a situation like this, what happens, especially when he tells you, "Jo kar sakti hai, kar le," complaint karke dikha. I mean, that's what we have in our report. Apparently, this guy telling you now under those circumstances, it's very common for a woman to feel threatened and to worry for her future and worry for her reputation. But you have shown tremendous courage.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for the appreciation.
Right. So, Jaslyn, tell us exactly what did he threaten you with? Where did his audacity come from? Do you think that this could be a repeat offender? He could be somebody who does this often. Did he come across to you as one of those?
Yeah, probably. If I wouldn't have taken his, I feel that if I wouldn't have taken his picture, or if I wouldn't have made that Facebook share, I don't know if it has reached that person. But if it has, at least he would think twice before making an obscene remark in future at any other girl. Right. I think at least that message is going out there that yes, we are not okay with it. You cannot just come and say anything. You cannot just come and hurl an obloquy at me or hurl an insult at me and get away with it. That's the message which will go with such kind of an initiative, if you
Right. Jaslyn, you were telling us that you literally stood all on your own. There was nobody around who came to your rescue. But tell us, what about the police? Did they offer you enough support? Were they at least willing to hear your story and give you some assurance? How did the police react? Because that is very important to know how the Delhi police is reacting to these incidents.
Yeah, definitely. They reached there. I mean, I had to wait for some time because there was some traffic problem, I think. But yes, they reached there. I filed a complaint. I have mentioned the vehicle number also in my complaint. Today I'll get my FIR copy as they have promised me. But that is something that I'm waiting for. Whether they're going to trace the address of that person, whether they're going to trace that person, because if they have the vehicle number, as I'm repeating again and again, it is cakewalk to procure the address of that person. So yes, I'm still waiting for that action from the police, that kind of an action. I don't know if they feel that it's a serious offense. Well, let me tell them that yes, it is. So please take some action. At least let that person know that he cannot get away with it. And the police is taking these such cases very, very seriously. That's the kind of message that they need to spread across people.
Truly, Jaslyn, in fact, on your part, you did everything that you could have possibly done. You stood up bravely to this man, you took his picture, you filed a complaint. There's absolutely nothing more that perhaps you could have done under the circumstances. Now, what are your expectations out of the system? Having done everything you could, what do you now expect from the system, from the police, from perhaps your fellow citizens as well?
From the police, that yes, they should trace the address of this person, and he according to the law, he should be punished. If we have any law against eve teasing per se, he should get punished. He should at least get a warning if there's no punishment in our law. And from the citizens, that if such cases happen again, don't just sit there and listen to it and feel. Just act. That's it.
Right.
They need to react to these situations. They need to stand up for people. I'm not saying that I as a girl am weak and I need 20 other people to stand up for me. No, I can stand up for myself very well.
Yes.
But yeah, it would be great if you show more support on the road rather than your support on the face on social media.
Right. We
That would
support
be-
you for sure.